Hello and welcome to the second episode of the Kemo Squad podcast. I'm your host, CMA, joined with my co-stars,
Hi, I'm the Sheep
Starlight
King.
Box 77, Patriot Gamer.
and
I'm the Sheep King.
yeah, he's the sheep. Whatever. Okay. This is the second episode of the... Fuck you, Kate. This is the second episode of the Kemo Squad podcast. We haven't done an episode in like 4 months, probably longer. Anyway, let's get this shit started. Cade, you can talk about some. We have some topics lined up for today. One topic, we'll think of more as we go. But our first topic today is we're gonna talk about modding and the mods we're working on. And Cade, go first because you have more experience.
Absolutely. Okay, so some of you, if you did not watch the newscast we made ages ago before the start of the summer, we mentioned that Ethereal Matrix is making mods. Now, at first, it was mainly me as I was working on my TFA Vox mods, which you can find in the description of this video down below. In addition, if you go over to CMA's channel, you will also notice that he is actually working on Call of Duty maps. He have taken my work one step further to where I intend to be at some point, and he is now modding.
Yes,
and
but...
he can do the lights.
Yes, but you see, there's a difference between what me and Kate are doing, whereas he has gotten popularity and subscriptions from it. I haven't released anything yet, and I'm still learning the basics of Radiant Black Edition, which is the tool I'm using to make... Fuck you, Sean.
While you may not be able to subscribe to his Steam account, you can, however, subscribe to his YouTube channel, #shameless plug.
Shameless plug. Shameless plug. Anyway, if you want probably weekly updates, it's basically whenever I decide to put a couple hours of work into the map. If you want updates on it, I have about 6 videos on backlog of stuff that I've done to the map and learning the basics. If you're interested. Cade, you want to talk about some of the stuff you're releasing? I don't care if you talk about your hentai shit.
Okay, well, if there's anything I have to say, it's that my hentai stuff gets too much attention. Now, okay, I should rephrase that. That's not a problem at all. Now, through the course of my workshop history, I've done a lot of...
We should verify what I mean by hentai shit.
I was just about to say much anime-themed add-ons. Now, in addition...
China calls hentai.
Yes.
I don't know whether it's just because everyone doesn't really look through the add-ons or what, but some may or may not know, I released a Duke Nukem Vox as well, along with a Wolverine Vox. So the views on those are actually pretty low. So if I will include a link specifically to those mods in the description as well. So if you want to check those out and get those a little bit more attention, I put a lot of work into them. You can feel free to do so.
Sean, why did you just start a game on Steam?
Yeah, Sean, and why is hack in the name?
Sean's a hacker. Anyway,
It's just a game.
Yeah. Look at this. Okay, no, that's not gonna happen. We're not gonna do this today.
Should.
Okay, well, Connor, you explain something about what you're doing.
Okay, so what I'm doing, if you don't know, is I am making custom zombies maps for Black Ops 3 on PC, and it's Schoolio. I don't have a lot done right now. Right now I just have a room, some add-ons. It's pretty blocky right now. I'm adding some minor details. I've got some pretty neato lights right now. That was gay. I'm sorry. I've got some stuff going on right now. I don't know where it's going to be going into the future, But right now I'm just creating a test map just to show off a little bit of what I think I'll be able to do in the future. So bear with me.
Think. He said think.
Think.
Does this
Yeah,
rephrase
think.
that? Think.
No, I'm not rephrasing that. I meant what I said. What I think I'll be able to do in the future, because I don't know if I can do it.
That's the point. Think.
You don't know.
I don't know.
Don't know.
Don't know.
Well, now that we have discussed what we do know, here we are at the portion of stuff we do not know. It's discussion time.
I don't know anything.
Since we're on the topic of modding, where are we going to try to get with this?
AIDS. Sorry. I don't know where we're trying to go with this, Cade. Popularity, that's not gonna happen. Yeah. Have fun. Just like what we're trying to do is just learn what we think we can do, and then keep improving until we rule the world. Guys. Oh no. Cade died. Cade is back.
He is dead.
I think you're muting it too gung ho. You're cutting yourself off, Sean.
Is this better?
Yeah. Don't cut yourself off too soon. Anyway, technical difficulties. Me and Sean are gonna talk about stuff for a second because Cade is having technical difficulties. So, Sean, what are your opinions about the thing that just happened? I don't know. Cade died.
He did die, yeah.
I'm confused on what happened to him. Oh wait, hey. Cade's mic.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, Cade's back.
The cord was loose. Okay, now I know where I'm going to be. So, back to how we're going to use this
It's the
information.
cord.
So basically, I remember you and me, Connor, you and me, at one point we had a conversation about a new series that we were going to try to get going. It was focusing on pitting characters 1v1 against each other,
Yeah,
maybe more.
Let's talk about the unnamed death battle ripoff.
One thing I want to mention. So about the map, another reason getting into mapping is so cool, and the reason I need to start getting into mapping is because, from what I understand, correct me if I'm wrong, we're going to try and make special maps for each battle.
Oh fuck.
We may reuse some at some point, but for certain important battles, we will create a map for those characters. And if all goes well, maybe, possibly, if I could port it into Gmod, I could release that as a map add-on as well. Or we could convert it to zombies, and that would be interesting.
Ooh.
Also news, my computer just crashed.
Okay.
Nice, Sean.
That totally
I was
has.
trying to record something, and all of a sudden I clicked, nope.
Yeah, your computer plus record.
The whole screen just froze. I couldn't do anything.
I remember when I had a potato.
And that, kids, is how you know you need a new computer.
Okay.
I'm so glad I don't have a potato.
Anyway, converting it to zombies is a very interesting idea. I like what you're thinking. I like what you're thinking with that. I didn't even think about that. So let's talk more about the unnamed death battle ripoff. I say ripoff, and I mean ripoff. It is.
Yeah.
Let's put quote unquote inspired.
Definitely. It is inspired off of Death Battle, though. I guess the format of it is going to be very similar, but the fact is, so many battles aren't going to be done. And so basically, our job is going to be to do those battles that probably aren't going to be done.
Yep.
And so have fun with it. Just want to toss something out. Victor from Paladins, if you've watched any of our Paladins videos, is going to be pit up against Soldier 76 for the first battle. And research is in the works. Anticipate it, fam.
Yep.
Did everyone die?
No. We didn't die.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Anticipate it coming summer 2020. Probably not.
Wow.
Do you want to talk
Best
about your
deadline
Do it.
ever.
Do you want to talk about your animation stuff, Cade?
I don't really think there's too much to talk about besides the fact that I have 2 new series coming up. One is going to be, both are going to be made of short episodes, and one possibly has a movie coming along. But I'm waiting until after we get reception, until after we get some feedback on the short series. And the whole idea for the series is so ridiculous. So I'll just explain what they're both about. So the concept of the first one, which I actually got all the footage for the trailer ages ago. I just never put it together. And I never did voices for the characters either.
You should release that trailer.
I will.
I can do some voice acting for you.
What's called so basically it is inspired off of Red versus Blue. If anyone watched that series, it's on Netflix or on Rooster Teeth's channel.
Or Red versus
It's
Blue.
inspired off of Red versus Blue and Toy Story both. So the gist of the story is it takes place in a house. The scenes never change. They never actually leave the area. At some point, they do head outside. Just spoiler alert there. But for the most part, all of the episodes are going to be taking place on the same area, which is actually quite large. So the main conflict of the story is that there are 2 separate armies. So you got like these action figures and stuff. And basically, most of the models are comprised of like combined soldiers and stuff like that. I have a couple GTA model dudes in there as well. Now, it's important to notice that if you do see a character who is actually someone in real life, they are not actually who their model is. In a sense, they are their own characters. So you see Tommy Versadie from my Vice City Let's Play. That's not Tommy Versadie. So it's basically those guys.
Kind of like how in
Go ahead.
Toy Story, Buzz Lightyear isn't the real Buzz Lightyear, but he looks like a Buzz Lightyear. Like from yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
So it's Inception.
Yeah.
No, it's not
Yep.
Inception.
Maybe it's Inception and Inception.
No.
Part of the reason I didn't release the trailer is because there's some things I really need to work out. I'm not sure how that's really going to work at all.
Kate,
So
if you need me to do any voice acting, I'm here and I have Audacity
it's
and
not
I can
that. It's
edit stuff.
not voice acting. Okay, listen to this. So hear me out. The opposing group, which neither are the antagonists, like Red versus Blue, both sides are good in their own way, and it takes turns putting focus or the spotlight on each of those sides. The second side is comprised entirely of anime collectible figures, basically.
They're evil.
That's exactly what the action figures think over in the room across the way. So actually, if you pay attention, there will be subtle details given about the actual. You never see the family in the actual series. Unlike Toy Story, the characters don't have to like get back in positions constantly. You literally do not see the family, but looking around the place, you actually find hints as to what the situation is outside of what the toys know. But the thing about action figures is I used to play with toys a lot as a kid, and
Can I take a guess what happened?
I'd always give like soldiers and stuff. I'd give them names, personalities. they'd be their own individual characters, even if they were already a certain character. But the thing that happens a lot with anime characters, figures, it's more of a stereotype, but let's say someone plays with that, or an amiibo, let's say, for Smash Bros. More often than not, if someone were to play with that, they pretend that that was the character that it was. It's not the same as playing with a soldier or some other character like that. So these anime character personas are representing the actual characters of what they are, while actual spotlight isn't really going to be brought to them as quite as much as it is to the person leading them, being a rebel from the action gear army, who wanted to basically kind of settle things, because taking inspiration from CMA over there, the anime figures are looked down upon. No one likes them.
Every time you say the word anime, my soul dies a little.
So basically, the two sides are kind of fighting it out, and that's the gist of it. And then just random episodes, whatever, stuff happens. They may or may not make up in the end. The anime characters may or may not completely get destroyed.
Yay.
But it's actually a result of two siblings with different interests.
Okay. So the other series?
The other series is even worse.
Oh,
okay,
God.
So this one's pretty crazy. But here's the good news. There are no anime characters involved in it.
Yay.
As far as I planned. Anyway.
Oh, no.
So the series is about a humanoid mop.
A mop? A fucking mop?
A mop.
Okay,
A mop.
I want to see where you're going with this.
He's roommates with a janitor, and so every day he goes to work with him. The janitor obviously uses him. The trilogy, or like the original story, is actually going to be told in them.
Is this an abusive relationship?
No, it works. It works. No, it isn't. No, it's like paying rent.
So this is how the mop pays rent to the janitor. He just lets him use him.
Yeah, yes. Anyway, that is going to be a much more abstract series. It's like literally do whatever you want with that series. The episodes are going to be so random. Along with the janitor, obviously has a family, so he lives in with the family, and they just kind of accept that he's a walking, talking mop. And apparently, no one else questions that in the world either. That's the type of world we're bringing this to. If the series is received well, I'm actually going to start the movie, which explains the backstory, which I have the entire movie already planned out.
Oh.
Just need to get the script completely done. But
there's your problem. You're like, I've got it planned out. Now I need the script.
No, I'm serious. It's legit halfway done.
The script
is legit halfway done.
Oh, God.
Legit halfway done.
Okay, I can do any voice acting work that you need.
Yeah, you can. I'll actually need your help a lot for that one.
Okay.
But I'm excited for both series, and they will turn out good. Trust me.
Okay, let's talk about the eventual remaster of NotLG Episode 1. Because that also needs to be done.
What else is there to say? Just saying NotLG Episode 1 remaster explains volumes of what we're doing. Yes, it's being worked on. That's a thing. It'll be done someday.
Someday does not mean next week. It means, like, probably never.
I'm debating whether to move on to episode 2 or redo episode 1 first.
I think
we should probably redo
episode 1 first, now that you know more about animation. And we can do voice acting work. And it's a surprise.
Okay, I'm going to explain how this is going to work. If we want to get this working efficiently, we actually need to work on this live in person in the same area.
Okay, well, we can do that.
I got the entire episode done in one day.
Damn. Yeah.
Basically.
I mean,
technically, I stayed up overnight, but, still. point is, with 2 people, it should be a lot easier. But we need constant, like, I don't know, eye contact. You stare into each other's faces often for things to turn out well.
Okay. Yeah, I know what you mean. Just like not over an internet connection, just bouncing ideas off of each other.
Yeah. Which means you probably need to bring something to use Gmod on. And also need a list of mods that you need to download for the episode to work out. That way you won't have to download them while joining the server.
No, not laptop.
We'll keep it the load to or whatever.
Okay.
But yeah, you need to download the 2 anonymous mods. The one that has the NPC, like the minions. Then you need the one that has the actual dude.
Anyway, let's not talk about more of the technical stuff in your animation stuff.
Okay.
Let's.
Hey, I gotta chase a rabbit now.
Okay. That's not the weirdest thing I've heard all day. It's not. So Ethereal Matrix Revival. You want to talk about that? How we're gonna be bringing this channel back from the dead? Cade?
That'll happen as soon as people start posting at all.
Yeah, I'd love to see that happen. Cade.
Too bad it probably won't.
Cade. Tyler.
I still posted more than any other person on this channel besides you.
I posted like 70 videos. Okay, maybe wait. Now I need to check. Give me a second.
I'm dropping out of this podcast if Tyler has more than me. Just want to let you know. So you better just say I win
right now. Okay, let's go look at the playlist. I'm loading up the channel. Okay, playlist. No,
not all my videos
are added in the
playlist, are they?
Then Tyler, you have 3 more.
Yes.
Than Tyler. I have 32.
How many do I have?
15. But then I also add on the Kemo Squad videos to our count, so that means I would have 34 and you would have 17. But still, I'm the only one that's posted over the past 2 months. Okay.
Well.
Yeah. So definitely gonna do a revival of that. Logan also, like other Logan, also posted a lot of videos.
We need Logan and Tyler and yeah, they need to post. Yeah.
Anyway,
well, at least you have contact with me all the time.
Yeah.
Basically, if you want to.
Okay.
I don't even know where everyone else is half the time. Josh is back. Yes, we can.
Actually, wait. First, let's see. Sean, do you have any input on anything? Because you've been pretty quiet this podcast.
What are you asking?
Do you have any input on any of this?
Any games to play with you?
No. I mean, do you have any input on anything we're saying?
We've said
stuff together.
No. No. The sun is a deadly laser.
What did Sean say?
He said something about don't starve together.
Oh. Yeah, that's just him being a sheep.
Yep.
I want more rice.
Hashtag just sheep things. Okay. So, Sean, do you have anything you want to talk about? That does not.
What do I have to talk about,
that does not include don't starve together.
He's tinking.
I can hear.
I know that I have a game that's in alpha.
I can hear the gears turning in his brain.
Oh my gosh!
What
Remember
did
when
you
Jordan
say?
made a game?
No,
Made a game?
I remember when he did.
no. I don't remember that.
Why haven't we made a game
I
yet?
also don't believe it. It's probably
Why?
garbage.
Why did Jordan make a game and we couldn't make a game? I
Because-
played it.
Is it garbage? Because it's probably garbage.
Well, it's less garbage than what we've made, which is nothing at all.
I think we've made better than that.
We haven't made any games yet.
What
so
the
there
hell
you
is
go.
it about?
It's a RPG, like classic.
It's an
like you
RPG
just start out,
maker game, isn't
your
it?
character. No, it isn't. It is an RPG maker. He made it with Java from the ground up, so it didn't have any images yet, but it legit had all the text appearing at least without all the wonky code. And then it gave you like yes or no questions, asked you what your name was. You had options to attack, run away, use item, whatever. It's pretty neat.
Fuck.
Unfortunately, you can only endlessly encounter enemies, and nothing else happens. But that's as far as he got by the end of the school year.
Fuck. We need to get on this shit.
I know, right?
I don't know enough coding. Need to talk to
You don't know
somebody.
any coding.
Fuck you, I know some coding.
Okay.
Scripting, coding.
Tell me one of the sub names for your coding, like one of these subtypes.
I've mostly worked in...
Well, never mind, because I forgot all the words.
I don't work in Lua, but I've mostly worked in... Fuck, let me think. Oh my god, not Java. Or maybe it was... No, I've worked mostly in Java. And I've done a little bit of Lua. But not a lot. Not enough to know anything more than you.
Wow. I kind of know stuff.
I know nothing.
I got a bot.
Well, at least that's good.
I got a bot to play music.
At least you made an attempt. Where I have done, like, nothing. Except, like, try to learn Java and a little bit of Lua.
If technically you don't need to know much coding to do a Unity game.
Well,
That cuts a lot.
because Unity is just, like, connect the dots for game development.
Then why haven't we done this yet?
Because we haven't downloaded Unity yet.
Well, I know what I'm downloading tonight.
With those internet speeds?
It's really good at night.
I know.
Like a whole 200 kilobytes.
Oh
Second.
boy. Okay.
No, I think the top ever reached is 750 kilobytes.
Oh god, I feel so terrible for you.
That was one time in history.
It
was around when I first started using them.
the last time we tried to play games at his house over Wi-Fi, I had to jump on Josh's mobile hotspot just to be able to play with them because the internet was so slow that we couldn't log in to Steam.
We never posted that video.
No, we didn't. Mostly because our recording...
Because Josh wouldn't give me the files.
Of course
And
you
you-
wouldn't. When would Josh ever do something that benefits the channel? Answer me. The answer is none. Nothing.
There
Never.
is no answer. There's no answer for Josh.
Yeah, pretty much.
And there's no answer from Josh either, apparently, because he's back from Oregon and I haven't heard anything from him.
Nope. Nothing.
And he's probably just playing video games. Whatever. Anyway, this podcast is not about hating on Josh.
Yes, it is.
Because it's not like
called
anyone
the
knows
Josh
who's
Hate
any-
Podcast. Right?
I don't know. This is us from the past. So
What do you mean, us from the past?
I'm not sure what current us uploading this video is going to name it.
It's gonna be called Kemo Squad Podcast 2. Hating Josh.
Bet. If I upload it, it won't.
Well, you're not recording it, are you?
No.
Exactly.
But I'll use my telekinetic powers to make you send the files over to me.
That's not how that works.
It is if I want it to be.
No.
Okay. Well.
You just seem defeated.
No, more than anything, I just said, oh well, and that was my mind's way of disconnecting from what you're talking about, just coming to the realization that we have nothing left to talk about here.
We have stuff left to talk about, like game ideas that we never talked about.
We're just really bad at keeping things organized.
Let's talk about let's go into an in-depth discussion about the Kemo Squad video game.
Kemo Squad video game, but I don't want to. No. I don't want to spoil anything.
You don't want to spoil anything? Can I give like a
that
little...
game has to be.
Can I give like a little teaser?
Well, okay.
Like, I just want to.
They're probably gonna be making the entire game myself, maybe possibly.
Okay, no, I will help. Once we actually start development,
okay, I will
help.
explain what it is.
No,
okay, I will explain what it is. Since I'm probably doing all this writing
too much.
Okay, basically, so this game is supposed to be like a retro style retelling of the NotLG set in like an alternate timeline. So did we mention? I can't remember how much we mentioned about NotLG.
We haven't. You decided not to mention anything about it because you're like, we'll learn a lot more in episode 2. Episode 2 never came out though. It's almost been a year.
Well, maybe this is episode 2.
This is episode 2 of NotLG.
It's episode 2 of NotLG. Maybe we should just call it that, clickbait it.
No one would give a shit.
Okay, you're probably right. Anyway, so basically it's like a alternate telling of NotLG in which we try to go rescue Tyler, and basically if you've ever played like Turtles in Time or something like that, it's basically like an old school beat 'em up, like Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Yeah.
And so we're super excited to get it going. Should we make it on the Unity engine?
Ooh, that's the problem. What engine do we want to use? Do we want to use Unity or
we could use custom engine
or the Mugen? No, wait, you were gonna use the Mugen engine for the other game idea that we have. Engine. Yeah, I know. That's what I was. I think we might look into Unity, but I think our first step of creating the game is what engine are we gonna design it on? That's the first step.
That is tough.
I
still have my money on Unity just because it's so easy, but
yeah.
I really don't know.
I don't know if it's
Scott Pilgrim.
I don't know if Unity is so easy that it becomes limiting. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if Unity is gonna be too limiting on us.
I've seen some really, really good games with the Unity.
I have too, but for beginners, is it going to be too limiting?
Well,
see, I don't.
Oh, I know some games. I know some engines that are really good that are specifically made for 2D games.
Ooh, can you list them?
I don't remember the names. I'm gonna have to look back through them, but they were all on Steam, I believe.
Let's talk about our source-based idea. Or your source-based idea that I helped.
We both thought of it.
Well, yeah.
I something like another game where you could like do that, but it's like open world, and you're like, hey, let's do zombies and make it like 7 Days to Die or something like that.
Basically,
I can't remember how the conversation went. It happened a long time ago.
It's like 7 Days to Die, but based around modding. Like we want to make a game that is like a open world survival game like
Like Unturned.
yeah,
or
like unturned,
something.
like more like unturned, but it has a large modding community where modding becomes one of the main focuses of the game and getting new items. Like we want to go through like an approval process of like people uploading mods, and us seeing if it fits in the game, if it's too OP, if we need to tweak it and stuff, and basically having like a mod shop that you can use, not in-game currency, but currency or like points that
How
you
Workshop
earn.
works is how Workshop works is we can't limit it. The whole point of mods is to make the game however easy or hard
What
you
I
want
mean
it to be.
is
So
like
there's no
I mean like not like more, not really an approval process, but like, oh, if this mod goes onto the workshop that completely breaks the game, then we can't have people downloading that on an online server.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Unless it's like a private server.
Technically,
Unless it's a private server.
Technically, we don't need. Yeah, technically, we don't need to really worry about that. We can just, if you'd want to, we could program the game in through the public servers with coding to cancel out that specific coding for that mod.
Yeah,
like you see it in movies all the time. Like you ever heard of those characters that look for that certain coding line in another character to activate the instant KO? Yeah. Well, some characters like Chuck Norris has a counter code where it senses the other character looking for that coding, and it just completely wipes them out.
Yeah,
it's the craziest stuff. So it'd be something like that.
Coding is limitless.
But,
I said coding is limitless.
Definitely.
Anyway, so the podcast has been going on for about 36 minutes. I don't know if you want to talk about anything else.
Nah, I think we're good.
We could talk about the new game that's an alpha called Cosmotier.
To what? Okay. Well,
it's a fairly new game that's an alpha.
Okay. Explain.
Think I watched a video about it as well. Think about it as FTL meeting RimWorld.
I don't know anything that you just mentioned.
Faster than light meeting RimWorld, but without the RimWorld people.
Okay, I don't know what Moonworld is, but I do know what FTL is. And so is it like...
You know the people who made Prison Architect?
No.
Do you know the game Prison Architect?
I think I've heard of it.
The game where you build a prison.
No shit.
The people who made Prison Architect made RimWorld. And the people who made... And, think about... It's confusing to explain, but you get to build your own ship and... Oh, it's 2D physics in space.
So is it like a 2D No Man's Sky?
Not really. It's single player, not multiplayer, but
No Man's Sky is single player.
The AI is really smooth, and the developers all about feedback and not money. So right now it's free.
Okay. No Man's Sky isn't multiplayer. It's single player.
And Cosmotier even has its own Discord channel.
Okay. Anyone can create a
It's
Discord
up to
channel.
800 people.
A Discord channel. Anyway, it seems like
really
an interesting
well
concept, but I'm not really into like space travel type games like FTL. Space.
Well, it's different. Like have you ever heard of that game that I don't know if you I don't remember what it's called. No. Markiplier played it, and it's a game where you're on ships and you have to fight other pirate ships and you can board their ship and stuff. So you know that, right?
Multiplayer. I need multiplayer. I don't watch Markiplier.
That sounds like FTL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called, but anyway, so there was this pirate ship game where basically like you get to load cannons,
Like
fire it out
Space
at people,
Pirates,
completely
or
3D and everything.
was it Sea
No,
of
no, no,
Thieves?
regular pirates.
Was
Sea
it Sea of
pirates.
Thieves?
I don't know what it was called. I don't know what
Wait,
it
I
was
have to
called.
Google this
Anyway.
now.
Anyway, point being, if someone made a game like that but in space, not like space pirates, but like
Was it
actually like
Black
spaceships
Wake?
and stuff, and had modded,
Kid, was it
I
Black
think it
Wake?
did.
Okay.
I think it is. But if someone made like a game that had gameplay like that, where you fight other people's ships, but it's spaceships, 3D, moddable, I'd love it. I'd play it all to heck.
Okay. So, this has been the second episode of the Kemo Squad podcast. I'm going to thank anyone who stayed to the end of this, if anyone, for watching and listening. Doesn't matter. And if you want to see more of the Kemo Squad podcast, make sure you tell us in the comments below. We'll see you guys next time.